This is Jordan live with KBEE reporting with Eric. How you doing today, sir?
Not too bad. How are you?
Not too bad. So we're out here at a berry farm out in St. Michael, correct?
Yep.
So I see you have a. Can you tell us a little bit about your operation here?
Well, I have right now 5 hives of honeybees. I got them about 4 years ago, and I'm currently in the process of expanding, taking what I'm doing right now as the more of a hobby beekeeping side of things to more of a business. So I'm currently in the process of gaining more hives, hoping by the end of this year to have about 20 to 30 hives. So.
Okay. What made you want to get into beekeeping?
I've always kind of been interested in insects, especially insects that live in colonies, so ants and obviously honeybees. I've always kind of found it really fascinating on how sophisticated of a society that honeybees and other insects that live in colonies can have. And we think of insects as being not intelligent, not smart, and yet they can have such very sophisticated societies and can work very well between the different clades within their society.
What do you think some of the benefits are that bees bring?
Well, the obvious one is pollination. I mean, without honeybees, the natural diversity in plants and even animals, I think would be nowhere near what we see today. Without the bees, we'd have less plants, and then obviously there'd be less animals that eat the plants.
Fantastic. Yeah. So you have 4 hives here. What exactly are the bees doing? Obviously, they don't just hang out in their boxes. They're going out and, can you tell me the process a little bit?
So what they do is a forager bee will go out and visit different flowers and collect the nectar from the flowers, and then they'll bring the nectar back to the hive, and then they'll deposit it into these cells within the honeycomb, along with some enzymes that help break down some of the complex sugars found in the nectar. And then what they do is they dehydrate it. So they're basically removing the water content from the nectar to concentrate down the sugars to form honey.
Okay. So they're basically just transporting it back to the hive, and that's where all the magic happens.
Yep.
Very cool. So what's the difference between, you always see the big giant bees buzzing around, and then you have the ones that I'm completely afraid of, why I'm wearing the mask. But
well, the big difference is the big ones are males and the smaller ones are females. And the big males don't sting. So the stinger is actually part of the reproduction system. So only the females have the capability of stinging.
So I appreciate the information. So lastly, what are some things that people can do to help sustain the population? It's a pressing issue right now. We know the bees are at risk, and what can just your local housewife or your kid who wants to learn, what can they do to help sustain the population?
I would say the number one thing is to plant native flowers. I think the number one problem with honeybees right now is the loss of forage and habitat. So by planting flowers just in your backyard will definitely help the pollinators.
Well, great. Thanks for the information.
Yeah, no
Back
problem.
to you, Jordan.
Okay, thank you.